Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am the Grand Cat and today we have some very cool updates. We have Robocop to talk about, we have a few packs to open and a lot of fun. At the moment, Team Ring Domination is underway where you can get yourself a WrestleMania 39 Cody Rhodes, which is very exciting. For me that'll be a fortified 1 Cody Rhodes, which I think is my first fortified 1 actual card. I do have a fortified 1 support, which is not quite as fantastic. There he is, fortified 1 WrestleMania 39 microphone. Not quite as entertaining, but we have a whole bunch of quests here. We have rewards that we need to get. We're going to jump into all of that right here. So first of all, let's get our rewards. We're going to go into here. We're going to go into our rewards. There you can see we have the Giants Unleashed. Giants defeat. Let me try that again. Giants Unleashed rewards for defeating giants is what I was trying to say. So we have a bunch of these. Let's open them all up. So here we are. We're just going to go through them all. And also you can see in the background there, you can see the very cool Robocop signs. We've got 2 extinctions there and an exclusive draft pick. So the exclusive draft picks are like some of the better things you can get here. Now this one says it wasn't defeated but it was battled, so I think the rewards for this are going to be slightly lesser, which is the Stone Cold Steve Austin. And here we go, this is the last one. So we didn't get any WrestleMania 39s, but we did get a whole bunch of rarity draft boosts. And here we go, we've just started a brand new one. The last reward I got was up here, so let's try this. Nope, it is not that. Not that one either. Okay, it wasn't anywhere in that column. So let's try this one. No such luck. And we're going to dust all of those. It's going to come up that you've maxed out your cards, but click OK instead of going to my cards, and it'll let you dust those for 2,000, which is very cool, much better than having to accept those. And over here, let's take a look at the quest, because you can get yourself a Robocop. By completing all 5 of these quests, it will give you the Extinction Robocop. Of course, Alex Murphy from the hit movie Robocop. If you haven't seen Robocop movie, it is fantastic. And I'm not sure why Robocop is now in WWE Supercard. Robocop was in WCW and he was the tag team partner of Sting for one ridiculous match. By playing the events, by doing 15 of these, you'll get yourself 10 red OCP, and OCP stands for Omnicorp Police. Basically, they are the company that bought out everything, including the police, which is what the entire movie is all about. If you complete 3 survivor games at rank 5 or higher, then you will get this extinction. It's Prime Directive. It gives plus 1.288 to power and toughness, and you can see there that you have the Prime Directives there. Serve the public trust, protect the innocent, uphold the law. And number 4, which is classified, is either you cannot harm an OCP officer or you cannot arrest an OCP officer or whatever it is. And that comes into it later on at the end of, during the movie. And I think that's also the first time that you see an Ed 209, which I used to know what the ED stood for. It's enforcement something. Enforcement droid? Yeah, I think that might be what it is. They are horrifying things. By acquiring 30 tickets, of course it's not very possible at the moment, there's 20 minutes left until the tickets reform, and then we'll be able to get another 10. That will give you 5 of the blue OCP tokens, and through the PvP streak, I think you have to get 10 wins in a row on PvP, which isn't difficult to do. It gives you 5 CPs, and by getting Perfection and Wild 40 times, it gives you 10 red CPs. So let's claim those now. There we are. And we're going to show you what we can do with these OCP icons just now. So another thing I want to show off just before we go into any further, so you can see the background is all Robocop related and everything. If we go into PvP here, you can see that the war is actually replaced by Robocop coming out of the police car. I'm sure it had a name. Police stroller? No, that's not right. Police something. Someone let me know in the comment section below. But you can see that, and well, let's just play a singular game first of all. So as you can see, this just says war, but this is going to seem a little bit cool once we get into it. So it comes up Robocop there, and if you look on the stage over to your right hand side of the stage, I'm not going to skip through it, you can actually see there's a big Ed 209 unit on the stage as well. You can see the Titantron says OCP, and of course all the ring parts and everything says OCP and everything as well. And I think that changes to Robocop once we start actually fighting. So let's put in the Beast Incarnate, Brock Lesnar there. So you can see that it's saying Ed 209 all across here, which is very, very cool. I think if we go into Team Ring Domination, that all changes to Robocop rather than Ed 209. And our best card, the Seth Rollins, and our rank 440 Seth Rollins. We'll take care of that. There you go, still says Robocop, and then when you get into this part here, you can see that it also is all Robocop orientated. Now we're not going to get any of those just yet because we're going to save those draft picks for doing Ring Domination so that we can get more team shards. But over here you can see that you have Bounty Breaker, which is free to play, and the more that you play along, if you can get all the way to 50, which unless you are like Superman, then you will almost inevitably hit into some of the, I can't remember what they're called, they're the injuries. Yeah, the injury cards. So if you hit into any of those, then you have to pay credits in order to keep going, or you can stop and lose all your rewards, or at any point before that you can stop, but you won't get the big card at the end. And of course you only get one Robocop card, and that will be the WrestleMania 39 Robocop card if you make it all the way to the end. So the Superstore has not changed yet. It's still the Bianca Belair and Seth freaking Rollins. And if we go into collections, then you can see this is where these things come in. So we've got 17 red and 5 of the blue ones. Once we get 150 of each, it will give us the WrestleMania 39 Robocop, which is very, very cool indeed. I'm just going to screenshot that, I think, because that is going to be the thumbnail to show off the very, very cool Robocop. If you get 125, you'll get yourself a guaranteed WrestleMania 39. It can be either male or female. If you get only 40, then you'll get the Extinction Robocop, which is pretty good for any newer players, because you'll also get a Robocop from the event as well, from doing the quests. So if anyone is currently under Extinction tier, this is very good to help out your deck. But if you can save up for the bigger one, the single WrestleMania 39 will be better than a pro Extinction Robocop. So you've got your two options there. You can also get yourself the Robocop card back, of course, with the blue light on it. Looks very much like the original movie. You can get the helmet for 60 of these, and the helmet is actually really, really strong. You can see there, it gives plus 2.554 million to power. And it also has the unlocks at number 50 and 100. And of course, it will also give an additional 12 million to power if you attach it to Robocop as well. So it's going to be very, very massive. It is I think it's only our second 3-card, like 3 things WrestleMania 39 support, or equipment even, sorry. Because I think the previous one was the Dusty Rhodes one, but we'll look at that in just a second. For 30 of each, you'll get yourself a random WrestleMania 39 card. If you get 50 of the red one, it'll give you this very, very cool WrestleMania 39 Ed 209, which is a manager, and it gives 2.154 to power and toughness, which is very, very awesome. That is WrestleMania 39 support as well, and it's a special support. You can just get your regular random drafts, and of course you can swap in 5 red to get 2 blues, or you can swap in 5 blues to get 2 red. So if you wind up with like 300 reds and not enough blues, you can sacrifice a whole bunch of reds to get the blues up there so that you can get the card that you want, or you can just save up to get, you know, your Ed 209 or such. So this is actually really, really strong. This is at level 0. Let me just compare that to some of the other supports we have. So, for example, our Paul Heyman is also power and toughness. This is a single one. It's 3.376 million, but that's him at level 100. What does he look like at level 1? So at level 0, he's actually 1.958 to power and toughness. So if we go back in here, we can actually see that that Ed 209 is actually stronger than the Paul Heyman, because once that gets leveled up to level 100, that should actually be stronger than Paul Heyman, and this is probably going to be one of the best supports in the game at the moment, and probably one of the best supports for a little while, until we get the new tier, of course. You can see that you can get up to 7 of these Robocops here, so you can go all the way to fortified 3 easily, and then have an additional pro if you wanted. Not sure why you would. I think getting 150 of both of these is going to be fairly difficult. You can just pull them randomly off the board, but it doesn't come easily, which is the issue. So now that we've seen the PvP one, and you've seen the red one with the Ed 209, let's go into Ring Domination. We're just going to jump in here, and we're going to see the other type of stage. So you can see this one still says Ring Domination across here. It doesn't have the Ed 209 in the background, but at least I thought the board had the, maybe it doesn't, my mistake. I definitely have seen the ring that says Robocop around the sides, and it's all blue and such, but this one does say Ring Domination, so, I wonder where I saw that. Maybe it's from playing Wild. Maybe that's where I saw it. Maybe War is Ed 209 and the Wild is the Robocop one. But regardless, we're going to play a little quick game here of... No, what maybe not that one, maybe go for this one. I just realised that whatever I do here, there's one of these two that I can't get. Because if I use the down arrow here and take over the code roads, then I don't have any up arrows to do this. And if I use a right arrow here to do this, I don't have any up or left arrows to take over this code roads. So, it is quite problematic, but we're going to use the code roads here because I don't see us using that any other point. And Andre could beat Cody here. Yeah. His power is absolutely general massive. We're just going to put Seth in here. And yeah, either of these should win, but let's do this just to make sure. There's Continental Champion, of course, against the North American Champion, and Gunther proving to be a little bit stronger there. So this is why we didn't want to... Oh my goodness, I forgot about that. I forgot that we got all the rewards earlier. So that was a mistake. Don't worry though, at least those picks will stay there, but we do need to get rid of some of these. So we're going to trainable. I don't think I've got anything that is even worth being trained at the moment. I'm just going to have to use this to get rid of some of these cards here because we just do not need them. Sometimes you just have to get rid of cards for the sake of getting rid of cards. That might be too much. Thankfully it wasn't. And that definitely makes you level 100. And we want to get another one that currently isn't a pro, because the pros we want to use for fusions, and the single ones we want to use for training up new cards. So there we are at 440 or 450 once again. Let's take a quick look at Wild then. So on Wild, I am using this to train up some of my pros. Oh, we've actually finished this top dollar. Oh, we can actually pro our top dollars now. That's fantastic. So let's replace you with Otis. And we'll just pro that on camera as well, commendable. And our two top dollars are Live 100 with 100 games. So we're going to combine those with Overrun, of course, because it is the best one. And there we are. Trainable. Lockdown. And that's where I would use something to train, but I'm not particularly bothered at the moment. I just want to show off Wild so that we can show off what the Robocop arena looks like. Hopefully it's in here. It is not, because this one just says Wild as well. Dagnammit. Maybe it switches between the Robocop and the Ed 209 one on War. You expect to lose a lot of these games simply because all we're doing is training up pros here. If anyone has ever seen my win-loss record, a lot of the losses come from just doing things like this. Although I do have a tremendous amount of games played. So we're not going to do any of this here because we need to do it with Ring Domination, and unfortunately Ring Domination, we've got another 4 minutes left to go. Oh my goodness, what a mess. Well, you know what? I think that is going to be it for this video, folks. But I think it's really, really cool that they've done this stuff with the Robocop. I'm really looking forward to getting a Robocop. And of course the Robocop is left arrow? Yes, left arrow. Both Robocops are the same arrow, they're both left arrows. So having those left arrows does help, because if we look here at my deck, my left arrows are not particularly fantastic. I am still using a singular O-Moss here, not a Pro Moss. We do have a Pro Moss Royal Rumble 23. I do want to get rid of all the Royal Rumble 23s before the new tier comes out. That would be very, very good. So a Pro Robocop would be very, very cool here. It would probably be stronger than our Undertaker as well. And of course we are waiting for the Pro Indy Hartwell, and you can see that the Indy Hartwell, the Heroic Single, is actually our second best right arrow, next to our Pro WrestleMania 39 Beth Phoenix, but she is already stronger than our Royal Rumble 23 Mia Yim, or Meacham, whichever you want to call her. So that is very, very cool. I expect after we get the second Indy Hartwell next week, or this week I suppose, next week we'll probably have another ranked thing. Ranked thing means like Codebreaker, Clash of Champions, that sort of thing, you know, where it's a PvP, like where you can get the number thing, you know, like you can get, you know, something that says like, you know, like 440 rather than just a generic double heroic. I think we're going to get another one of those, and then I think after that we'll probably see a new tier. Also, we got the we're getting the Robocop here, and the last time we got something like this was Chucky, and I think Chucky came out right before a new tier came out as well, and we did of course get the Pro Chucky as well. So there we are, folks. I think that's going to be the end of this little video. I really hope you all enjoyed. If you did enjoy it, please give me a like, share and subscribe, and if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so you can see when more of these videos go out. And if I get myself a Pro Robocop, I will be sure to make a video all about that and show you just how powerful he is. But that's going to be it for this video, folks. I really hope you all enjoyed, and we will see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.